There is something that is plaguing mankind universally. And I want to take it a step further and say that religious people or spiritual people seem to think that this thing that I'm going to be talking about and this topic that I'm going to be teaching about is something that they are supposed to accept. When in actuality, accepting it is a curse and not a blessing. In the world of the material, in the world of the physical, in the world of the material, in the realm of finance, in the realm of wealth, riches, currency, money. This is what makes the world go round, believe it or not. I'm Tyrone Bowman, your inspirational, motivational teacher. Over a year ago, when I started this program, I told you that it would be an informational program, entertainment, motivational. It would be an inspirational, motivational teaching program. And I'm going to stick to that premise. Also, it's part news, it's part entertainment. But the one thing that I'm attempting to do, that is to inspire men and women from all walks of life, all faiths, all cultures, all ethnicities, all religions, to rise up and be what they were born to be and achieve what they were born to achieve. In the words of the late Reverend Ike, you can be what you want to be. You can do what you want to do. And you can have what you want to have. This evening, I am presenting an introduction to a teaching series entitled Poverty Be Damned. Yes, you heard me correctly. Poverty be damned. Too many individuals are embracing poverty like it is a divine badge of honor. One of the main reasons why marriages don't work is because of the lack of money. Another reason why individuals are constantly angry, frustrated, upset, because the rich are getting richer and the wealthy are becoming wealthier. Do you realize that during the pandemic, how many billionaires became even more successful? Do you know, or did you not know, that war, people prosper? Yes, it is in fact the truth. Who prospers? The manufacturers prosper. The wheels of industry that propel war prosper. The financial investors prosper. There is no shortage of money in this world. The problem is there's plenty of greed to go around. According to the passage of scripture in the book of Ecclesiastes, the 10th chapter, in the 19th verse, money answereth all things. Money answers everything. How, Tyrone? In the natural realm, in the material realm, in this world's system of things. Money is the answer. You can't even have health care without money. You can't go shopping. You can't provide for your family. You can't adequately pursue a college education. You can't start a business and become an entrepreneur if you don't have what they call capital. Capital simply means money. Let's put it in terms where we all can understand it. Money is the answer. Poverty is not something that we should be proud of. So during this teaching series, I will be talking about and defining the word damn, the word poverty, the word curse, and the word prosperous. Also, I will be lecturing and teaching and talking about what is poverty, why poverty, and I'll be talking about the origin of poverty. Poverty has a beginning. Do you not know when the divine creator of you and I created everything, it was perfect in every way? Then what happened? How did a perfect world become so imperfect? How did divinely created human beings who never came through the canal of life, but they were divinely created according to the craftsmanship and the mind of the Almighty, and He placed them in their own world? It was called Eden. It was a paradise. They had everything that they needed to sustain them. They were immortal beings. Oh, yes, they were. They were immortal beings, an immortal man, an immortal woman. They were never to know death or separation. I have found out from studying, researching, talking to men and women from all walks of life, reading biographies, autobiographies, periodicals, and listening to a lot of audio books about some of the world's greatest entrepreneurs who lived and walked upon the face of the earth, and they all had one thing in mind. They wanted to escape poverty. They wanted to escape being nothing. They wanted to help better this nation and this world through achievement, through inventions. The consciousness of poverty has been taught religiously for so long until individuals believe that if they consciously think prosperity, if they consciously think money, if they consciously think wealth, if they consciously think health, if they consciously think health, happiness, success, prosperity, love, joy, and money, that it is a sin. And as long as you believe that you are supposed to be broke, as long as you believe that you are supposed to be poor, as long as you believe and accept the ideology of nothingness as being taught and espoused through the pulpits across America and around the world, you are going to find yourself on the outside looking in instead of on the inside looking out. I don't know about you, but as for me, I've had enough of admiring the wealth of others. I've had enough of being on the sidelines as a bystander, just looking in awe at the success of so many individuals. Why should I allow myself to just be a bystander in the game of life when I can be a mover and a shaker? You see, you have to subconsciously make up in your mind that you want to succeed. You have to subconsciously accept the fact that our minds must be cleaned out from negative thinking, from negative speaking, from negative acting. Most individuals, if you sit with them for 15 minutes, every word that will come out of their mouth will be of a negative origin. They won't have anything good to say about anyone or anybody. Criticism, damnation, resentment, hate, bitterness. Most so-called poor people don't like rich people. Rich people have done a lot of good things on behalf of the so-called poor. If you accept subconsciously that you are poor and broke, you are always going to be poor and you are always going to be broke. Poverty be damned is a powerful, inspirational, motivational teaching one of a kind, because I'm not going to pull punches. I'm not going to play games. I'm not going to placate with individuals. I'm not going to allow individuals to tell me what to think, what to do, and how to do it. And let me just say this, because I know a lot of preachers watch what I'm doing, and they're listening. Be forewarned. If you decide to attack me because you don't like what I'm talking about, if you decide to espouse the verbiage of your negative hellfire and brimstone preaching and teaching toward me, well, you got the right one, baby. Because I will fire back. And when I come, I'm coming hard. If individuals would stop listening to all these negative messages about not being able to be successful, not being able to enjoy life, not being able to be, to do, and to have, not being able to live life in love, and they learn to reject these negative messages and see the good in what this world has, good will come to you. Also, in this inspirational, motivational teaching, I'll be talking about the prosperity blessing. Oh, yes. Then I'll be teaching and talking and espousing about the poverty curse. And lastly, I'll talk about the prosperity promise, and I'll also be teaching from excerpts from this book. You hear me talk about it a lot. Think and Grow Rich, authored by the late Napoleon Hill. So sit back, buckle your seatbelts, and pin down your wigs. Make sure your hats are on tight, and make sure your weave does not come loose, baby. Because in this inspirational, motivational teaching, I'm going where others wish they could go, but they don't have the courage to do so. Poverty be damned. The introduction. Never surrender. Never quit.